Hi everyone. Okay, we're going to go over some more optimization, this time with an open box with rectangular base that is to be constructed from a rectangular piece of cardboard 16 inches by 21 inches by cutting a square from each corner and then bending up the remaining sides. This is like classic optimization. If you don't have one of these on a test or a quiz at some point in time, you should write a complaint. It's not a true calculus course. So let's draw our picture here. So we have a rectangular piece of cardboard that is 16 inches by 21 inches, and it's flat. That's important. It's flat. So we have to cut a square so that we can fold it up. And in the classroom we used to do this where everybody had a little note card, and we would give everybody a different size square to cut out, and then we would try to figure out how much everybody could fit and see who's held the most volume. Because if you take out a little itty bitty piece, you're not going to have much volume. But if you take out a really big piece, then it's going to be tall and narrow and not going to work. So we are going to take out something in between this X by X out of each of these sides. So then by cutting those out, I'm just going to draw another picture over here so you see it. By cutting those out, now we have, and I'm drawing a terrible drawing, so just, don't judge. Like this. And then you'd fold along here, and you'd fold along here, and here, and here. And then you would fold those up into a box that looked like this. And it would be open. Okay? So you could probably see down into there, see the bottom of the box. All right, so let's see how we can use that. First of all, they want us to find the domain. So basically, what could X be for the domain? That's always our domain. So our domain, what are the values of X? Well, we could cut out nothing, but if we cut out nothing, then we can't make a box, right? So we have to say parentheses 0, because we can't truly include the 0, because we wouldn't have a box. And what could we cut up to? What's the biggest X could be? If you're thinking 16, that is very common because 16 is the length of one of the shorter sides. But think about it, we can only go in halfway before we run into the other side that we're cutting in. So half of 16 is 8. So that would be our domain. We can only go up to 8. Okay? All right, so that's our domain. So we took care of that. Let's find the size of the corner square that will produce a box with the largest possible volume. So we need to be talking about volume. Sorry, I'm just going to scoot that over here. So what is our volume formula for this type of shape? We have base times length. I can spell length and height. So this formula usually is L times B times H. I don't know, written many different ways. Okay, so if we cut out this X from everywhere, how long does this side become? We had it at 16, but then we cut out an X over here and an X over here. So you should have said to me 16 minus 2X. Then along this side here, this one's going to be 21 minus 2X. So folded up, 16 minus 2X would be our base, and 21 minus 2X would be our length. But what would be, oh, I'm just going to erase that so I can fix that here. Length. What would be our height? Well, think about it this way. We cut out these X's, right? And we folded those up. So this is going to be our X. So here we didn't really need a dummy formula if you have watched some of my other videos because we've been able to write everything in terms of X just the way I kind of described this. So our volume would then look like this following formula. Our length, if you want to do it in order there, is 21 minus 2X. The base is 16 minus 2X. And then the height is X. So going through this now, we want to maximize volume, which means taking the derivative. Well, I would highly suggest that we, work this out here before, distribute it, I should say, before we take the derivative. So I'm going to do volume equals 21 minus 2x times 16x minus 2x squared, and then we'll do some distribution here. So 21 times 16, I believe, gets me 336x, and then minus 42x squared, and then minus 32x squared, and then plus 4x to the third. So let's kind of rearrange that here so that we have it in descending order. So 4x to the third minus 74x squared plus 336x. All right, so now what do we have to do with this? Well, again, we're trying to maximize, so we need to take derivative. V prime is equal to 12x squared minus 148x plus 336. So what do we do with that now? Well, whenever we trying to maximize or minimize, we set the derivative equal to 0 or solve for when it's undefined or both, depending on our function. Since this is a polynomial, we're just going to set it equal to 0. So 0 equals 12x squared minus 148 plus that 336. And then, I don't know about you, but probably want to look for a greatest common factor. I mean, you could obviously just graph this on your calculator and look for the x-intercepts, but a little bit of algebra will work too. If we divide everything by, I think 4 would work. That would give us 3x squared minus 37x plus 84. We do a little bit of factoring there. So 3x, and it's going to be a minus, and then x minus factors of 84. So let's see. We got 2 and 42. We got 3 and 28. We got 4 and what, 21? No, 5. 6 has got to go in there. Can't think of 6 though. 6 and something. Let's see if we can't find what we've got going. So we want it to, it's going to add to 37. Have you guys got any ideas while I've been talking? Because I think I see one. I think I see if we put 28 here and 3 here, it's going to give us a negative 9x and a negative 28x, which combines to a negative 37x. So that means x would equal 28 thirds, or x would equal 3. So let's figure out which one's in our domain, because remember our domain, we found out earlier, is 0 to 8. So 3 definitely applies to that. 28 divided by 3 is 9 and 1/3. So that one does not apply because it's outside of 8. It would create a non-box for us. So x equals 3. Great. So let's see. It says find the size of a corner square that will produce the box with largest volume. Well, that's x equals 3. I don't know if you want to put your domain up here. Either way is fine, 0 to 8. And so the box would be, 3 by 3 inches. Not sure how they want that written, but you could write it that way. What are the dimensions of the box of the largest volume? Well, your base, the way we've written it here, would be 16 minus 6, which would be 10. And sorry, I almost forgot the units there, 10 inches. Your length is going to be equal to 21 minus 6, which would be 15 inches. And then we already found out the height is going to be 3 inches. So there's your dimensions, and then the maximum volume, multiplying each of those things together using your volume formula. So volume equals 10 times 15 times 3. So that gives us 450 inches cubed. Okay, so that is a very common one. Just need to remember, that you're taking how you find your domain, your shortest side, basically cutting it in half, then labeling all of your pieces here, being careful to distribute appropriately, taking your derivative, setting it equal to 0, factoring, or doing the quadratic, or whatever method works for you. Okay, all right, good luck.